guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadows, singles, palettes, duochromes, multi-chromes, lip gloss, blush, highlighter, basically everything except for pressed glitter, most of the time. And today we are going to be trying out the Kara Beauty, this is the, what is this called? Make a Statement Issue 3 palette. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're getting into it right now. Alright you guys, and let's go ahead and get into this palette here. This is something that I have not tried. I've not tried Kara Beauty before. I found this at, is it like Ross or TJMaxx, one of those, oh, TJMaxx it says on the back. And it was $6.99, so I thought it was cute. I like the magazine kind of concept for it, so I figured we could give it a try here. And the thing that I was so excited for was when I saw this at TJMaxx, I knew nobody had touched it or ruined it because it was wrapped in cellophane, so super excited about that. I love the art on the cover. I think that is so pretty. And then let's take a look inside. This is issue 3, Make a Statement. And here's what we're working with. I love it. This looks like such a pretty color story. This bronzer looks gorgeous. This would definitely be like a luminous kind of like bronzer topper for me. Obviously it's a little too deep. I don't know if this brand is designed for like deeper skin tones or not, but I do definitely appreciate that they use different colors there. This appears to be a pressed glitter, so I'll probably skip over that, but everything else looks very usable. These navy blue shades here, this kind of black here, this aqua. I love this kind of green quad here, and I love that it's not like super heavy on the warm tones because I feel like I have so much of that in my collection already, so I'm really excited to kind of play in these two columns here. So let's get some eye primer on and get started. And I guess before I go any further, I will show you TJMaxx has really had a lot of really great brushes recently, so I picked up a bunch of different things that I want to give a try to today, so I'll just show you very quickly what I picked up. I found a couple Sigma things, the E41 Dual Fiber Brush. I found the P80 Precision Flat Brush, which looks like that. I picked up this Smashbox Camera Ready Powder Foundation Brush, which I thought looked so cool because it has actually like 2 different layers of those darker colored fibers and then the duo fiber kind of ring around it, so I thought that was kind of an interesting touch. They had a Pratique brush, which this is like it's a concealer brush is what it says, but it's kind of big for concealer. Like you can see it kind of slipped up into the top here. I also found this Moto Pro brush set, and this was $4 on clearance, which I thought this would be great for cream contour, and this brush here I thought would be really great for highlighter because it's something kind of like dense and focused. I found this little Pratique pencil liner brush, and the Japanesque eye smudger brush. I love these little smudgy brushes. So I've really been like eyeing up the brush section at TJMaxx on the times that I get to go over there. I did pick up a couple other things. I found the e.l.f. Primer Glow Oil, which was $4.99, originally $10 on e.l.f.'s website, so I wanted to give that a try. And then I did just round everything out with a couple of new goodies from Ulta. So I picked up this Eco Tools set, which is a set of dense flat top, completely 360-degree round brushes. So I want to give these a try with some cream products today. I have the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette, which I want to give a try to today. And then you guys, shout out to my aunt, Beauty K Unfiltered. If you have not checked her channel out, definitely go check it out. She found me the blush that I was raving about in all of my peach blushes swatch party. This is the blush that I was longing for so hard, and she went on a journey, okay, a quest, and went to 10 different Walgreens down near where she lives and found this one. So shout out to her. She's the MVP of this video, so thank you very much to you. And then I do also have the Rose Doro Baked Blush from Milani to give a try to, and then I just pulled one of my kind of bronzy colored lip toppers here. This is Cake Shake from Fenty, to hopefully kind of go with some of this bronzy kind of look that we're going to do, theoretically. So now I need to shut up and we need to start. So like I said, I'm really excited to play with these 2 rows of kind of blues and greens here, so let's go ahead and get into that. I think what I'm going to do first is start with this olivey green shade, and I want to blend it into this blue royal shade. Alright, picks up a good amount. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Perfect. And do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Royal, which is like this kind of I'm sorry, like navy blue here. And I'm just gonna tap that into this outer V here. These two shades actually remind me a lot of some of the shades from the Robbie Christie palette. So if you don't have this palette, you might be able to do a similar look with that one. For sure. And there's a fair amount of kick up in this palette, just a warning. Okay. And I did get a little bit of fallout there, which, you know, whatever. I'm going to take a little bit of this Mojito green shade and try to put that on like the innermost portion of my lid so that it kind of pops a little bit more. So let's try that. And actually I'll use this brush here. Ooh. That has actually a good amount of pigmentation to it. I mean, you can actually see that shade distinctly from the olive shade that's over the rest of the lid. Let's be a little brave. I'm going to take that same blending brush that I used before, and I'm going to put that olive shade all over my lid. There we go. And I'm going to put a good dollop of glitter glue on, and then we're going to put some of that glitter on. I don't know why, because I feel like it's probably going to be a mistake, but we're going to do it anyway. So normally, you guys know I don't mess around with pressed glitters. I even have it in my intro, I don't mess around with pressed glitters, but this one is like a super finely milled glitter, and it kind of reminds me of the Trixie Cosmetics glitters, which are eye safe. So I'm gonna give this one a try and see how I like it, but so far I think the color combination is very pretty. In person, it's definitely, you know, you can see the gold, you can see it go to like a limey green and then just sort of like a teal. So we'll see how that sits. We'll see if I get bothered by that. But let's go ahead and get some foundation on so that we can do the lower lash line. So I got out this glow oil, and it looks like mostly yellow in real life, but under the lights, because my lights are a little bit more cool toned, it looks like almost fluorescent green, which is really drippy. So let's just we'll do like, and it's definitely like a dry oil. You can see my foundation, my fallout there. So now that I look about 10 shades of crazy, you can see foundation and concealer on. Let's go ahead and do some cream contour first. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. cream contour palette, and I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with this brush here. This is the BMX 245 Sculpt Brush from Moda Pro. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit here. And I think that adds like a good contour to the face. I'm just going to do a little bit down the nose. And then for bronzer, I'm gonna use a bunch of cream products today, obviously. So I'm gonna go in with the Tower 28. This is the Bronzino bronzer in West Coast, and I'm gonna use the biggest one of the Eco Tools 360 bronzer. Oh my gosh, look, it's like almost a perfect fit, you guys. That's awesome. Pick up some product there, and then just kind of smudge it on. I know some people have said they don't like this, but I do kind of like the almost reddish undertone that this has, because I feel like it gives you almost that like suntan, sunburnt at the beach kind of look. So I'm a fan of that. I know some people are not though. Oh, too much. Yeah, so I like how that kind of gives the face some warmth. I like that. So then what I'm going to do is use this Milani Cheek Kiss blush in Europe Peach. And from what I understand, these are pretty pigmented. So let's see. Oh yeah. So let's start with finger here. I think finger application works well for this because it is so pigmented. You want to be really careful not to go too crazy. But I think that looks good. Let's do the other side. And so that's what that blush is looking like. I think that looks really pretty, but I do also want to try out this blush, so I'm going to top this blush over the cream blush, and then we'll put on a highlighter too. Oh yeah. Okay. I really like that kind of like orange, rosy, almost sunburnt kind of like tilt to the cheeks. So I'm happy with that. Let's get some highlighter. And I think I'll test this highlighter out, but I think this highlighter in the palette is going to be too deep for me. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah. Definitely meant for somebody with deeper skin tones, which is totally fine. So I'm just, since I have it sitting here right next to me, I'm just going to use the Cheek Stars palette and go in with Cookie. Anybody else notice these palettes always smell like grandma's? There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do the lower lash line now. And I think for the lower lash line, I want to bring that royal shade in pretty far. And then I definitely want to put in one of these shimmery shades. So I might use this Obsessed with like a little bit of like a setting spray and see if I can get that to stick a little better to really make it pop. Or do I want to do this aqua blue? Let's do it. We already used the other shade. So I'm going to use the TJMaxx 420 detail brush and pick up Pool Party, which is this aqua blue shade. which looks like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that green shade Mojito that we used in the inner corner, and I'm going to pop that on the first third. To look like that. Okay, so we need something for the inner corner. I think I'm going to use this like metallic kind of olivey shade called Obsessed and pop that on the inner corner just to kind of brighten things a little bit. Alright, and I'm actually liking how that looks. So let me go ahead and put on liner and mascara. Okay, and I think I am going to go ahead and put on a pair of lashes. These are the Mi Amor lashes from Lash Scoop from Try Beauty Box. So give me just 1 second to do that, and then I will be... Okay guys, so this is the look with liner and lashes on. Like I said, I was using the Lash Scoop Mi Amor lashes. I'm going to go ahead and do a lip liner and gloss combo. This is CEO by Lorac Cosmetics, and then Cake Shake from Fenty Beauty. Okay guys, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it came out pretty nicely. I'm so excited to have these new brushes. I know I only gave a couple of them a try, but I am coming up on brush cleaning day, and I don't really want to add more to the brush cleaning pile if I don't have to. Let me talk about this Cara Beauty palette. I think this is a pretty nice quality for $6. I'm not mad about this at all. I would definitely keep using this palette. I really like the colors that they picked. I love these kind of swampy blues and greens that they put in these bottom two rows. And then I do really like the inclusion of the bronzer and highlighter. Even though the highlighter doesn't work for me, it will work for some people, and I think that that's nice. I could always use it as an eyeshadow. Will I? Probably not, but I can. Or potentially a bronzer topper, because I could really make, you know, a very glowy kind of bronzer look. Like I said, the glitter is actually kind of a very finely milled glitter. I haven't had any irritation on my skin so far or on my eyes from the glitter. I haven't felt like any pieces going into my eye. I do see a little bit of fallout though, like I have one little sparkle right there and one little sparkle right there. So over the course of the day, that could get a little bit worse. So it may not be something that I would wear like all day, every day, but I think the rest of the shades in here I would definitely consider wearing, and I love how pigmented the mattes are. I do think that those are really, really nice. So this is definitely a keeper. The other things that I used today that were new to me, the e.l.f. Contour palette. This is a cream contour palette. I do really like this shade up here for me on my skin tone. That works nicely to kind of create like a false shadow here. These shades are probably a little bit too deep for me, but potentially, you know, mixed together in the summer, I might be able to get a little bit more use of those two. And then this cream highlighter shade I didn't use today. I may try playing with that in the future, but really this cream contour shade is what I was after. The Milani blush I think is really pretty. It was really nice and easy just to tap that onto the cheeks. Very, very pigmented though, so I would not recommend using a brush for that one, which is why I opted not to use this Eco Tools brush, the one that I was planning to use, because I think with how dense this is, this would have just put way too much product on my face. If you guys know, you know my hair is always on a journey and I wasn't invited. The next thing is the Milani Rose Dora blush. I do think this is so pretty. It's like that really nice kind of sunburnt rosy kind of a shade, and it just has a little bit of like brightness, illumination to it. I think it looks really pretty on the cheeks. I'm definitely happy with how the cheeks came out. So these two in combination together is like money. Thank you, Milani. Highlighter is not new. The glowy primer I just used a couple of drops of that because I wasn't sure how glowy it was going to be, and I'm not really sure I see much of that glow on my face still. I'll definitely have to keep playing around with it to see like what's the perfect amount that won't like break down my makeup, but that still would give me that glow. So I'll keep working on that one. It is a very like dry oil consistency though, which is nice. The lip gloss was actually new. I haven't used this shade just yet, but I do think it's really pretty. And under the CEO lip liner, I think it looks nice. It gives me kind of like this kind of rosy bronze type shade. Not mad at it. So you guys will have to let me know in a comment down below, what do you think of this look? Have you ever tried anything from Kara Beauty? If you have, let me know some other recommendations, because I'd definitely be interested in checking out some of their other palettes. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye!